Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue à notre appel hebdomadaire pour Lioness Empire. Today we have a special guest with us, and no, we're not going to continue in French. we're gonna do this call in English today. I'm super excited and honored to welcome to the call Joe Freeman. If you don't know him, well, get in town, people. He's the guy who just created the new program Lift For that we're going to officially launch in July, that we can test right now with the prep workouts, which are killers. My legs are still sore from leg day from Tuesday. Like, I'm sold already. I'm in love with this program. Yeah, so today we have the opportunity to ask a few questions and just to get to know more about the philosophy behind the program, why it was created, who it can help, and how we can serve our clients and future customers to get awesome results and improve their lives with that program. So let me just pull out my question from my script. But as he said, if we have a few questions and some things that we want to address, we can also kind of freestyle. So, all right. In the first place, what makes that program so unique? What makes it stand out from the other programs, and why did Beachbody need that kind of program?
What a great question. I'd be happy to answer. So first of all, good morning, hi everybody, or good afternoon, depending on where you are. And I wish I spoke French because it's such a cool language. Seriously, Emily, I'd just rather listen to you speak because it's cool. Like, I just know, a couple of bad French words and bad Spanish. That's pretty much all I have. So anyway, bonjour. I can say that. There we go. And I can say thank you at the end of this. But, in terms of the Live For, so, what is this about? Because, look, you guys have, at Beachbody, we have a new program, every 3 to 6 months, it feels like. Every time the new program comes out, you have these coach calls, and it's all about, hey, this is the best thing ever. Which is true. Every program that comes out is the best thing ever. Quarter Force is one of my personal favorites. And every program has, a great end goal and intent to finish with and have specific results. Not just necessarily being fitter and everything, but going for specific things. So with Live For, when we first started talking about this project, it was actually about almost 2 years ago now. That's usually how long this processes take, is to really figure everything out, and it's always timing and everything. For those of you who don't know me, I've been in the fitness industry now for over 15 years. This has been my life. It's been my job since I was 19, and have been in every position in the fitness world, from front desk at a gym, and just really got into the business of this industry more than anything else. I mean, I taught group exercise classes for 10 years, and still obviously teach group X in a fashion with Team Beachbody. But it really was the business of it that I enjoyed the most. And what I've noticed, though, over the years is we're still having the same conversations all the time. And it's the same conversations about, like, what are our problems in the fitness industry? And we have a retention issue still. We can't keep people, you can't keep people in your challenge groups, right? They tend to join and then they slack off, or they can't stick with the program. And there's just, there's all these reasons why, potentially, and we can go after that, all day. But I think what I wanted to do was to really think about this. And before, with Live For, before it was even Live For, when it was just still concept of saying, okay, how did I used to train? Because I was, as a personal trainer, how did I train my clients? And what have I seen over this? And came to the realization that we're all pretty much, from a general sense, we want a few things. You guys tell me if I'm right on this. We all want to be happier. We want to be healthier. We want to look good naked, but we still want to have tacos on Tuesday, right? And pizza and nachos and margaritas, and those are just some of my personal favorites. So, like, whatever your personal favorite is, like, that's like, we want our cake and to eat it too. We want to be able to live our life. And this mentality of all or nothing is not realistic. It's not sustainable, right? It's just not, it's not doable. That's why I think people start and fall off their proverbial fitness wagon. They can't stay on, because it's not a path. It's not something that physically and mentally works for them in the long run. So with Live For, I really wanted to create something that was realistic, was sustainable, and it was really the first program that you mold around your life, where the workouts do not dictate your life and what you do every single day. The nutrition is pretty much the exact same concept. Just it was time to simplify everything. I think it's a really good, I think we're doing this at a really good point in time where we've been trending the other direction. And I think it's just time to, let's go back to basics because the basics work.
And I want to thank you for that, because I'm a very spontaneous, go with the flow kind of girl, and I'm just like you. I like to enjoy my life. I understand structure and discipline is important and it gives you freedom, but at the same time, I might want to throw in a different workout once in a while, or, like go biking or do rollerblade or whatever, just go for a swim. Yeah. And sometimes we feel like because we're following this 7-day workout schedule that we can't do these other things. It's funny, your phone rang and mine's ringing. Get away. Not important.
I know Carl was texting me just now. I was like, ah!
Well, that wasn't Carl. It was the dentist. So they can. Yeah. So I'm like, I totally understand also that some people are like, well, you know what? I do enjoy working out every day. But that's the thing. You get to choose, right? And you still get a crazy good workout with Lift4. So I want to give you a personal thank you for that.
Absolutely. And look, this is a new concept, right? This is like a mindset change that your mind shift that is going to have to happen for people, because you're coming out of 80-Day Obsession, which is a phenomenal program. But every program like that, like even Core to Force, again, personal favorite, is 30 days. It's a shredding program. You're doing something every single day for 30 days. And while you get amazing results, it's not necessarily, it's sustainable. It's not realistic to do something every single day and to that intensity. And with Lift4, the workouts are intense. I mean, you guys are starting to get a sense of it with the free preview workout and the before Lift4 workouts. There's only 20 minutes. So imagine a 30 to 40 minute at that same pace. They're pretty intense. But it really comes down to the fact that that's why they're only 4 days, because of it's not about how long you work out, everybody. It's what you do in this space of time and how the workouts are structured in terms of the way we lift and the way we hit, to where then you're breaking your body down. And then for once with this program, you're actually going to give your body the amount of time that it needs to rest and recover so you can come back stronger. Can
you talk to us a bit about that, the rest part? And I hear some people say, well, do I need to do other things? Do I have to do other workouts on other days? Do I have to do other activities, or what should I do? What's your take on that?
Yeah. Well, first of all, let's use for everyone, because I know the first thing you see something that you've never done before, it's human nature to compare the unknown to the known, right? So you're comparing it on something you've already done. So that's totally okay, because it's human nature. But let's think logically about this. One, Beachbody wouldn't come out with a program where you have to add on other stuff to it, right? Unless we specifically told you. And two, I wouldn't write something where I'm like, okay, do this, but you also need to do these things. That kind of defeats the purpose of a all-inclusive program. The point of the 4 days on, the 3 days off, the 3 rest days, just simply mean you're not lifting and you're not going to do any high intensity interval training. So no lifting, no hitting. That's it. You can do whatever else you want. So that's the point, is to give you back some freedoms, give you back the freedom to live your life, whatever that entails. And, in all the test groups that we've done so far, the original test groups back before we ever even filmed, just when I was still writing the program and tweaking and everything. And then the very first little coach test group that's just finishing up this week. It's a learning process, but the minute they realize that on a Wednesday in the middle of the week, they get this rest day to live their life, it's really freeing, and people are really enjoying that. So it's I'm spending more time with my kids. I'm working on my business. I actually went bike riding for the first time because, or I went to go take a yoga class or a cycle class or something like that. It's just things that, or whatever that is, but people have been wanting to do it. But when you're so smashed, you can't do it. And this overtraining is a real concept in terms of that will prevent results when you overtrain the way that some people have been doing. These, I see posts all the time today was my second workout today. I'm like, why? That sounds horrible to me. No, I want to do one workout and get it done, man. I know this is my job, but I don't want to work out every single day. I don't work out every single day either. I mean, I lift 4 to 5 times a week. And usually if I'm boxing tomorrow, which means I'm only lifting 4 times this week, I'm going to box tomorrow. That's life, guys. And that works because one of the taglines for Lift4 is the results are in the recovery. You have to understand what we're doing during the workout. Your results are not happening during the workout. We're tearing your muscles apart basically during the workout and smashing them. And then you have to give your body time to rest and recover so they fully regenerate stronger, and then you smash them again. Like, that's really how you get the results, not by working them 3 times a week, the same muscle group.
Yeah.
It is like one muscle group a week. Like, seriously, you do that, work out each muscle group once a week, and that's why everyone in the test group right now is getting so much stronger so fast. Like, the ladies are going from 10 pounds, that's American, sorry. So like, what is that, 2.2 kilos?
No, we speak pounds, so that's good.
Okay, good. Yeah, Americans, we suck at the metric system. You know this. So 10 pounds US, that's the start. Like, chest press 10 pounds and only 8 workouts. They're only lifting the chest. They're only working chest 8 times in 8 weeks, and they've gone from 10 to 30s to 35s.
Oh, my God.
Because it's the first time that they've actually given themselves a full week for their chest to recover. It's a game changer. It's just something that no one ever talks about, is the recovery, because it's just, that doesn't do anybody any good in the grand scheme of things, because we just, like the way the gyms work, and we just want people to get in. Yeah. Or I'm like, I just want people to be realistic in their expectations and get great resuls.
Yeah. So what? No,
Sorry.
I love everything you're saying. And I'm like, I come from a background where I'm like high intensity cardio. Like, that's how I started. And it was a learning curve for me a few years ago to get to lift weights and appreciate lifting weights. And now, like, I had been doing cardio before starting the Before Lift 4, and I'm like, I'm back to my weights. I feel so strong. And like, you're talking about like going from 10 to 30, and that's so exciting. I mean, it's so much more than just losing weight. And yes, looking good naked, it's awesome, but it's also, looking good naked is also the confidence that you bring with you, right? And for me, knowing I got stronger, and I can carry those big water bottles from the trunk and not struggle, it makes my life easier. So
look at this, the whole point of this, guys, is the fact that fitness and nutrition is supposed to enhance your life. Okay, it's not supposed to take over your life. This is look, my opinion, but it's supposed to make your life better. Like, Emily, like you said, taking the water bottles from the car. You guys, like, I want to be able to take all the groceries in one trip from the car. I want to go back downstairs. Like, those are those little things, So that's what this is supposed to be about, is to make you stronger for your life and do everything about it. And and a lot of the assumptions are based on what we see, and social media has made it worse. And what we see in the world of advertising and all this stuff, and it's become these basic mindsets of like, oh, to lose weight, I need to eat less and do more cardio. It's not true. Like, cardio, yes, it burns calories, but muscle burns way more calories longer throughout the day. Like, with the more muscle you have on your body, the more of a calorie burning machine you become. So just sitting here with more muscle on your body, your resting metabolic rate increases, and you're going to be burning more calories throughout the day without even having to do extra work. Like, it's just, there's so many reasons. Like, take 2 minutes today and Google weightlifting benefits and just read it, and it's so much more than cardio, I promise you.
Oh yeah, definitely. What do you see are the reasons that other workouts or gyms are not working for our customers sometimes?
I think it comes down to realistic programming. In the world of in the gym world, and I lived in that world for a very long time and sold gym memberships and was a personal trainer, and I trained a lot of new employees coming into it. And the number one thing I would tell them is like, look, this has to be programming. You have to give somebody a plan to succeed, but it has to be a realistic plan. So when people walk into the gym, unless they're with the personal trainer, even then you're only with the trainer, like 2-3 days a week, and that's if you can afford that. Mm-hmm. And the gym has got all sorts of stuff, all sorts of toys. So it's very easy to go in there with, and if you don't have a plan, and like I still love going to the gym, and whenever my wife and I do, like, I'm even guilty of this. If I don't have a specific plan in mind, or if we don't have a specific plan in mind, we'll be there a lot longer than we need to be, just because you're kind of figuring out as you go. And luckily we have the background and the experience to be able to still get a great workout, but it still took twice as long versus if you just go in, you like bam, 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 knock it out, then you're done. So that compounds over time of not having a plan, to where then you're like, okay, this is taking too long, I don't have enough time. Then you stop going to the gym. Now you feel like you're wasting your money, and you quit the gym. So that's from the gym perspective. From the home workout perspective, again, it just has to be realistic. It has to work for you. I think that's why we have 600 plus workouts in Beachbody on Demand. Like, there's so many different things for everybody, but you have to find something that works for you from a realistic fashion. and something that you can stick with and be sustainable. And that's what Live 4 is.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And we have a great example, living proof right here. Veronique Ouellette, I'm calling you out because she was doing her preview leg day today, like right before the call. And
I saw that. Yeah, she's going for extra credit. I saw that.
Like, oh, look at her showing up. I'm just kidding. I think, but that's awesome because you can like, and she's a successful coach too. She can do that and then jump on the call. You know, it's accessible. It's from home, and she got it done. And here she's sitting like with us. So it's
and look, that's awesome. And that's definitely one side of the coin. The other side of the coin, you guys have to remember too. Like back to what I said at the very beginning. Like we're still dealing with these same conversations. If 80% of the population doesn't work out, it doesn't matter if it's Canada, U.S., UK, it's the world, right? We're still dealing with that. So this is a program. Like think of all the barriers and reasons that people have given you over the years that you've been doing this, why they can't work out. I don't have time. I don't have, like all those things, right? There's all this stuff. And, this is something that I kept in the back of my mind as we work through this program and say, okay, does this address that barrier, the time barrier? 4 days a week, 30 to 40 minutes. That's literally 2 to 2.5 hours total a week. That's it, of 168 hours in a week. Like, if people if they still say they don't have the time to do this, that just means they don't want to. They're not ready for this, okay? Because it doesn't get any shorter than this at this point, especially still seeing great results. And then it's just like, and we can talk more about the nutrition plan in a second, but it's like everything about this is just so simple. I wanted to keep this as simple as possible. And I said from day one when we started having the conversations with this program, and I was designing it and working with the fitness and nutrition team at Beachbody, and we were checking everything, was simply saying success is in simplicity on this. So I kept. People will go down this path, like, let's do this and this and this. I was like, no. Dumbbells only, this only, like keep it simple, keep it effective.
Very cool. You kind of answered pretty much point 4, how it's solving problems. And I think it's the simplicity and how it's accessible. But if anything you want to add, you could, but you were speaking about the nutrition plan, which I know we're all eager to learn more about. So what can you tell us?
Let's talk about the nutrition for a second. So again, I know from the nutrition standpoint, a lot of people are coming out of time nutrition, and that's a whole nother mind shift to get used to that. And look, there's a lot of research going. Look, there's research on everything, right? And you can go both ways on this.
Especially nutrition.
Oh my God! And look, we've beaten up nutrition. I mean, even Beachbody. Like we've got Portion Fix, Fixate, and the containers, and now we have 2B Mindset, which I love 2B Mindset because it's so simple. That's like simple is my favorite. So we've got a lot of stuff, and then you got the time nutrition. I obviously go about things a little bit different ways and keep things a little bit more simple because I'm thinking about everybody on this one. My timing on nutrition is from when I wake up to when I go to sleep. That's honestly, that's it, because everything that I've read over the years and my wife and everything that we've done and all the certifications we've had and everything like that. Look, you guys, it's when you're awake, your body needs fuel to go and also while you sleep, but it's calories in, calories out. And I truly believe it's that simple. Unless you're going for something specific. If you want to go for something specific, that's great. But I'm thinking general populace here, right? The general population has time to eat 3 meals a day. Some people say, oh, you got to eat 4, you got to eat 5. Guys, I eat 3 meals a day and I usually have 1 or 2 protein snacks throughout the day. That's it. Like that's seriously it. I just don't think it has to be much more complicated than that. IMO, in my opinion. Now, from the Live 4 nutrition aspect of itself, basic macros. And what I mean by basic macros is 30% protein, 40% carbs, 30% fats, healthy fats. That is pretty much standard. That's just like basic nutrition 101 of like how you should eat every single day. That's it. That's all the Live 4 nutrition plan is. It really isn't anything more complicated than that. You figure out your calorie bracket based on your weight. That's a good starting point. And once you figure that out, that puts you in your losing bracket. If you want to maintain, you just bump up 2 brackets. So, most people, when they do the math, especially ladies, you're going to start probably in bracket A. You just bump up 1 or 2 brackets and that's it. Like I got nothing else to say about it because it's really that simple.
And then there's also probably a bracket for the dudes out there, our husbands that want to put on muscles. There's this category too.
Yeah, I mean the thing is the easy way to think about this, like in any sense of this, guys, is if you want to maintain, you bump up to the 2 bracket. You do the math, you bump up 2 brackets. If you want to build, especially for guys, then they're going to bump up another bracket. And it's just more food at that point. You're just eating more. And it's more protein, really, is what we're going for on that one. What I will tell everybody, like, when we start the test group Facebook page on the 16th of next month, 90% of you guys you're going to put yourself in a bracket that's too low. I guarantee you, it happens every single time. And everybody's going to be like, I'm hungry. What do I do? And I'm going to answer back. I'm just like, you know what? You should probably eat. Like, that's it. Like, it's that simple. Just eat some food, and eat some protein. That's usually what I tell people, because it's going to fill you up longer. And right now you have to, and what you guys have to remember, I'm going to do this spiel again as we go into the test group, is what this program does, what lifting does. If you do it this way, it changes your body composition. That's basically what we're going to be doing, is changing your body composition. We're building muscle, we're burning fat, we're burning calories. So your body is going to be like, feed me. And you should answer it by feeding it, because you're going to be hungry. And it's just think about your body as like a car. If you put fuel in your car, it's going to go. If you want your car to go further, you have to put more gas in it. If you want your car to go faster, you have to you're going to use more fuel in the process. And if you want your car to run better, you supplement it by putting better fuel in it. So just kind of think about your body the same way. Like, if you want your body to go anywhere, you have to put calories in there. If you want more out of your body, you got to put more calories in there. If you want to go harder and better, faster, better, stronger. Wait, faster, stronger, better. There's a Beachbody performance plug. Then you put the Beachbody supplementation into it. Like, it really is that simple, guys.
I love it. I love it. And I want to get back to just the simplicity and how, like, this can help so many people out there. I feel like sometimes we coaches, we are kind of in our bubble. And I include myself in that statement, thinking like that everybody's just like us, because we are that community of people that work out, 5 times a week, that tend to eat clean 80% of the time, but most people don't. And then we have to remember that this is a solution that can help so many people out there that just don't know where to start, that just feel overwhelmed thinking that they'll have to fit this in their life every single day. And I think that's solving this question of, like, I don't have the time and I don't know what to do, because we're offering them a plan that works and it's going to get them great results. So why do you think us coaches play such an important role in the whole picture of Lift 4?
Oh man, look, I think this is a really exciting time for you guys as coaches. From the business side of it, look, I think you have, not just because it's my program, but just the fact that you have the most realistic program that is going to go after the vast majority of the population. So, what we've been talking about up to this point of, like, all these barriers, all these things that people have been, giving you over the, however long you've been doing this, then this goes after all those, right? So you've got a great opportunity to really bring this to people who need this, who need something that's realistic, that's sustainable, that they can mold around their life. Nurses work 3 12-hour shifts. Like, they need this. Firefighter. Like, I can't think of anybody who can't do this right now. That was the mindset of this, was to really try to make this attainable for everybody. And so that's a great opportunity for you guys. Now, in terms of timing, look, we're launching this program basically twice. That's phenomenal. Like, that's never happened before. This VIP early access thing, it's not a conspiracy to get more money. Everyone, it's basically just think about, look, it's like the movie coming out in the theater. You can either go see it or not. If you don't want to see it, it'll be on cable in October. Like, chill out. It's not a conspiracy here. The idea behind this was to help coaches, you guys, with your business. And this came from, the meetings with Carl and coach advisory boards and everybody saying, like, hey, look, we need some more help here. Someone's staring their screen. Yeah, you got to be careful with that, y'all.
Yeah, seriously. I'm like trying to stop her. Hold on. We're going to see what's on your screen. Hold on, Jose. I don't know if you can hear us.
Share your screen.
Hold on.
Share your screen. Make it good.
Oh my God. Exit full screen. Can you do that for her? Oh no. View options. Jose, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna have to terminate you. I'm just kidding. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Can I do that? Oh yeah.
Oh,
I was able to put her on hold. That's a new feature I just learned. You're on hold, Jose.
That's funny. That's funny. What was that? What were we talking about? Total mind shift. Coaches. So why is it important to be a coach? So, long story short, here we go. To my point. Between now and July 16th, you guys have the opportunity to really go out and talk to everybody, right, about this, especially anybody else that's a coach. Get into the group, get into the Facebook test group with me. That's going to be 8 weeks, basically, not just of the working out for you guys, but of training from me, one-on-one, basically training, where I'm going to be posting every single day, where we're going to go over this. We're going to talk about this. We're going to do more of this type of stuff and business training and everything, and just really how to talk to people about Live Forward. My goal with that is by the end of the 8 weeks, not only do y'all look just smoking hot, or smoking or hot, which you already are, then you can go and talk to people like I am right now about Live Forward, you don't have to know the sciencey stuff. Don't worry about that, but just know the general stuff. And really, your job as a coach, this is why you're not called a sales rep. You're called coaches. Your job is to go out and help people understand how not just this program, but Shakeology and Beachbody Performance will fit into their daily life. That's where your job comes in. So I think it's a great time to really help people stay on track with everything. We're going into the summertime where people are like, well, I go on vacation, I can't work out. Yes, because Live Forward travels with you, and you can have the resistance band option. Like, these are all the things that you will want to know, because it just goes away with all of the barriers that people normally tell you. So, and then we get to relaunch it October 1st, which it goes into all access. So, I mean, you've got months with this sucker and a lot of time to really learn everything you can about it. And that's my job. Like, my job is not to sell this program. It's y'all's job to do it. My job is to simply give you everything I can and all the tools to be able to do that.
And I think, I mean, just sharing our excitement and getting to know the program. And like you said, our job is to ask questions, listen to people's needs, and then connect them with a solution. I feel like we're just added an amazing tool to the toolbox that we already have. And now it's going to help different people. Not necessarily different people, but we have a new option to suggest. And I feel like people like to have options too and get to choose. And I also feel like I love how Beachbody comes out with new programs, and I love how they make it so specific to the person who created it. I feel like this is a lot of you, Joel, in there. Like, it's not just like it wasn't pushed on you.
This
I feel
is
like,
all me.
well, that's it. And that's what I love, because and that's how I lead on social media and with my team and the people that follow me. Is like, I share who I am, I share my philosophy, what I believe in, my values, and that's what people buy like this. And I feel like that's what we need to talk about, is the philosophy behind it, how it's helping, why it was created. Start with why, always talking about the why, and I feel like it's a good solution that can help so many people. I'm really excited. I'm like kind of like counting the days right now. It's like, but thank God for Before Live For. I'm seriously impressed with it, because being 20 minutes, I felt like, oh my gosh, I might feel like it was a bit short. But if you lift heavy enough, which I'm pushing myself, I was sweating like a mad person. Like, it was, it's so good.
Yeah. And look, and that's awesome. And look, you guys, the Before Live For workouts are not meant to be an all-encompassing full body training plan. It was simply based on demand. We did the Before Live For workouts. Also, just we had the thought, I was like, wow, you know what? Like, we're doing pre-sale starting on June 11th, but then nothing comes out till July 16th. So let's do something in the interim. That's why we filmed those suckers so quickly. And then with the calendar, that I just threw that hybrid calendar together just to give people something to do. And so it's kind of like, think of it as more like a prep. And it's pinned. It's if you haven't gotten it, it's pinned to the top of my Facebook like page. I also put a little blurb about like other things to do during this, because it's only 20 minutes. So it's not a full, like, just trust me. Once you do the full program, you'll be like, okay, there it is. These are just, so like, when we do the intervals, like Before Live For, like the shoulders and arm interval, you're only doing one shoulder, one bicep, one tricep, but like that will change in the full workouts.
Yeah, totally. Which offers would you recommend for us? Because, we have a lot of options out there. So what do you think we should go for?
Yeah, there's a lot of challenge packs options out there, huh? I think it's a little bit more limited in Canada and UK, but look, it just comes down to personally, you guys need to know your clients and need to know what their needs are. So if it's somebody who's starting out, I wouldn't throw everything and the kitchen sink at them at the same time. That, that can be overwhelming. Let's just think about, like, if they're just trying to get working, start workout, and just let's think of basic building blocks. What do they need? They need to lift. They need to do lift 4. They need to drink Shakeology every day. And then to really supplement muscle growth, you need extra protein. So I always suggest Recover. Recover is the protein is the building block to muscle. The more protein you get in your system throughout the day, the more muscle you're going to build. So I think Recover is, in my book, as Carl says, non-negotiable. I think, like, Recover is my Beachbody performance non-negotiable that you really need for the protein aspect, and then also the pomegranate extract, the raspberry ketones that helps reduce muscle soreness, which is huge in this program. I know there's people that are vegan, so they can't do it. Vegan Shakeology is a perfect substitute for a post-workout shake if you need to. And it's the same thing. There's going to be a vegan, lift forward vegan nutrition plan as well.
Regarding that, would you recommend someone taking Shakeology twice if they were to not use the Recover as a recover, or just use their Shakeology as a post-workout?
Because I think it depends on their goals.
Yeah. Compared to
I mean, like, if they're
go
ahead.
I was just gonna say, compared to someone who would that's so funny. Okay, I'm not talking.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna sit.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Compared to someone who would use Recover as well, they would have like that two.
Compared to someone who uses
Recover
as well. Yeah. I think, it's going to depend on the person and how much, like, that's with Shakeology twice a day. That's a lot of fiber and a lot of other stuff too. So I think if that's, there's a Shakeology aspect of it. And that's all you can do. You can't do Beachbody Performance Recover. Then I personally would just say once a day. I don't think 2 would be necessary. And then just, get your calories through food. The rest of your calories through food.
Thank you. And I think you're really strong on the Recover. And I believe, like, I mean, especially for us coaches, if you're already drinking Shakeology daily, like, it's an easy add to your budget, and it's an easy add to your workout to get the maximum results. And I mean, it comes also with the Energize, which is, like, for me, it's such a difference maker. In my energy. I mean, I think everybody who's ever tried it here is kind of hooked. We might not just shove it on our mouth like you did once on Instagram.
I still do it from time to time, but I was asked to not do that as much just because it's not the way you're supposed to do it. So,
but it was funny.
Anyway.
Very entertaining.
Don't get in your system. Just, you guys, if you do it, like, just seriously, just make sure you rinse out your mouth, and so you don't stain your teeth yellow. That's kind of important. But so, like, and that's just if I do, like, if I just need a quick pump, like, get amped up real quick. But normally I do mix it in water because I like 2 scoops normally.
That's good. Where can we get more information about the packs and the bundles? Like, I'm going to be transparent with the team. Like, I got these questions ahead of time. I'm like, yeah, well, the team should know where to go. Hopefully they know where to go. But where should they go to get more information?
There's lots of things that everybody should know. But hey, look, we're all busy and sometimes we miss things. So it's totally okay. So everything is in your back office. Like, even all the videos that I'm sharing, like all those videos that I made about the Live For, like I did on my stories today, like all the Live For nutritionals, like I did, like, I think it's like 4 on there. Like, they're all in the back office that you can download and share yourself. So make sure you just know where to go. I think there's like an FAQ, like 7,500, I think. But like Joel Freeman Fitness is my, my Facebook and Instagram, and like, guys, steal my stuff, man. I'm not putting it out there just for the likes. I'm putting it out there for all of y'all to share and to repost. And, I posted a thing today, there was like the top 4 most asked questions that I've gotten so far about Live For, and all the posts all the questions I get on social media all the time. So, like, I posted that today. Like, it's just basic. So I'm just going to keep posting stuff nonstop. And, like everything, we come out of the gate real hot on Monday, and, Monday through yesterday, the sales are great and they're still amazing. Like, look, I mean, like, what's awesome is Live For so far is just annihilating, like, everything ever, which is phenomenal. It's going to taper down. We're coming into Summit and everyone's going to come back out and be all excited. Look, between now and July 9th, because that's a week before the Facebook group starts. That week, 9th to the 16th, we'll kind of do like a prep week. You know, that's when I'll start going live in the group more and getting people into it. But between now and the 9th, just keep looking at everything, learning everything, talking to people, and just making them understand and showing them how all these things will really work for them. Tell them to do the free preview workout. It's still there for people who said it's not there anymore. Yes, it is. It's the top banner on the workout page. It's just, and look, you guys, we threw all of this stuff was like not like the free preview workout, the way it came out in terms of timing, and the before lift for workouts, those weren't even planned originally. Like those were done, which was crazy. Like we filmed those a week ago last Monday. And then they threw them out there. So that's why like all this stuff is kind of crazy right now because, you know, the tech teams are trying to keep up with everything. So everybody relax. It's all going to be good. But just keep talking to people, get people in there, get the free preview workout. I truly feel that's going to really help sell it for people to understand, like they see how quick it is, how effective it can be. Get them into, you know, the early access. If they don't want to do it, fine. We're going to talk to them again in September leading into October. It's all good. But definitely, I do want to say thank you guys so much because my job is this. This is fun for me, and you guys are out there grinding every single day. So that's why I want to do as many calls as I can and just say thank you and just keep doing it. And I'm here for you, whatever you need.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Any words of wisdom you want to add? The closing.
Seriously, just relax,
you're
y'all.
supposed to say that French word that you said you were going to say.
Merci beaucoup. I'm not going to say the other French word. I'm just going to say that one. I'll get in trouble.
No, that's okay.
Merci beaucoup. Is that beaucoup?
Yeah.
Merci beaucoup. I'm going to learn it.
Beaucoup. That's right. What? You got it. I mean, merci beaucoup.
Nice.
You know, I practice.
So, I'll see you guys next week for Summit. Oh my God, it's next week. That's crazy. Hopefully I see you one of the Lift 4 workouts. We're going to have a good time. And hopefully I just see you somewhere, and let's just keep doing this. And look, the Lift 4 life is where hashtag it. The Lift 4 life is, I truly feel it's a great lifestyle. I think it's going to change the world, because of you guys. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
All right. I'm going to get my Lift 4 workout on now. So I got my sleeveless shirt on. I'm ready to go.
Okay. Bye. Take care.